Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our channel. I am your host, Sarah, and today I have a very special guest with me. Liza, welcome to the show. Thank you so much, Sarah. I am so excited to be here today. I have been looking forward to this conversation for a long time. We are so happy to have you, Liza. So, everyone, today, Liza and I are going to have a real and honest conversation about something we all think about. Is money more important than happiness? Yes, and I think this topic is so relatable because every single person deals with this question at some point in their life. Whether you are a student, a working professional, or a parent, money and happiness affect all of us. Absolutely. And before we begin, I want to tell our viewers something important. As you listen to our conversation today, please pay close attention to the words and phrases we use. We will speak slowly and clearly, and at certain points, we will stop and explain useful vocabulary so you can improve your English naturally just by listening to us. Yes, you do not need a textbook today. Just relax and enjoy our conversation, and you will learn so much without even realizing it. Let's begin. So, Liza, let me ask you straight away. Do you personally think money is more important than happiness? That is such a big question, Sarah. Honestly, I think both are important, but in very different ways. I cannot say one is more important than the other because they are connected to each other in so many ways. I completely agree with you. I think people often say money does not matter, but deep down, everyone knows that without money, life becomes extremely difficult. You cannot pay your rent, feed your family, or even take care of your health without money. That is so true, Sarah. And I love the phrase you just used, deep down. Everyone, this means what you truly feel or believe inside your heart, even if you do not say it out loud. For example, you can say, deep down, she knew she made the wrong decision. It is a very natural and useful English expression. Great explanation, Liza. And I want to add, money gives you something very important, and that is security. When you have enough money, you feel safe and calm. But I have also met people who are very wealthy and still very unhappy. So money alone is clearly not enough for a happy life. Exactly. And Sarah, everyone noticed the word wealthy. This means having a lot of money. It is a more formal and elegant way of saying rich. You can say, she comes from a wealthy family, or he became wealthy after starting his own business. Try to use this word instead of rich sometimes. Liza, can I ask you something personal? Of course, Sarah, please go ahead. Have you ever been in a situation where you had to choose between money and happiness, like choosing a job, for example? Oh, absolutely, yes. A few years ago, I was offered a very high-paying job at a big company. The salary was amazing, and my family was so excited for me. But when I started working there, I realized I was completely miserable. The work was boring, the environment was toxic, and I dreaded going to the office every single morning. Oh, wow. And everyone, Liza just used a very strong and useful word, dreaded. This means you felt very anxious or scared about something before it happened. I always dread Monday mornings. Or she dreaded giving the presentation. It perfectly describes that heavy feeling before something unpleasant. Yes. And because I dreaded that job so much, I eventually made the difficult decision to leave. Even though the money was really good, I chose my happiness and my peace of mind instead. And honestly, it was the best decision I ever made. That is so brave, Liza. I think so many people feel trapped in jobs they hate just because of the money. And everyone, the word trapped means feeling like you cannot escape your situation. You can say he feels trapped in a job he hates, or she felt trapped in that relationship. It is a very expressive and commonly used word. It means feeling like you cannot escape your situation. And Sarah, what about you? Have you ever had to make a choice between money and happiness? Yes, actually. When I first started my career, I took a very low-paying job because I absolutely loved the work. My friends thought I was crazy because they were all earning much more than me, but I woke up every morning feeling excited and motivated, and that feeling was priceless to me. And everyone, Sarah just used a beautiful word, priceless. This means something so valuable that you cannot put a price on it. We use it for things that money cannot buy, like love, memories, and happiness. For example, her smile is priceless, or that moment was truly priceless. Liza, I want to ask you something. Do you think there is a connection between how much money you earn and how happy you are? That is a really interesting question, Sarah. I think research actually shows that money does improve happiness, but only up to a certain point. Once you have enough money to cover your basic needs and live comfortably, earning more money does not automatically make you happier. That makes so much sense. It is like once your basic needs are met, food, shelter, safety, then other things become more important for happiness. Things like relationships, purpose, and personal growth. Exactly. And I love the phrase you use, Sarah, basic needs. This means the most essential things a person needs to survive and live a decent life. In English, we often talk about basic needs being food, water, shelter, and safety. This is a very useful phrase, especially in discussions about life and society. And Liza, I want to add something about purpose. I truly believe that when you feel your work or your life has meaning, that brings deep happiness regardless of your salary. Some of the happiest people I know are teachers or volunteers who do not earn very much, but love what they do every single day. I 100% agree, Sarah. Purpose is everything. And everyone, the word purpose means the reason you do something or the feeling that your life and work truly matter. You can say, she found her purpose in helping children, or he has a very strong sense of purpose. It is a very powerful and beautiful word to know. Liza, I want to ask you something. Do you think people today are more focused on money than happiness? Honestly, yes, Sarah. I think social media has made it worse. Everyone is posting their new cars, expensive vacations, and big houses online. And when you see that every day, you naturally start to feel like you need those things too to be happy. That is so true. We are constantly comparing ourselves to other people, and comparison is honestly one of the biggest enemies of happiness. When you always look at what others have, you never feel satisfied with what you already have. Exactly. And the sad thing is, most of what people post online is not even real. It is just the highlight reel of their life. Behind those perfect photos, there are often very stressed and unhappy people. I love that phrase, highlight reel. It means people only show the best moments of their life online, not the difficult or boring parts. And when we forget that, we start comparing our real life to someone else's fake perfect life. That is never going to make us happy. And Sarah, I also think our parents and society put a lot of pressure on us to earn more money. From a very young age, we are told, study hard, get a good job, earn good money. Nobody really teaches us how to be happy or how to find work that we love. That is such an important point, Liza. We spend so many years preparing to earn money, but very little time thinking about what actually makes us feel alive and fulfilled. I think that needs to change. I completely agree. And I think the younger generation is actually starting to change this. More and more young people are choosing jobs they love over jobs that just pay well. They want balance, meaning, and happiness, not just a big salary. That gives me so much hope, honestly, because at the end of the day, nobody on their deathbed ever wished they had spent more time at the office. People always wish they had spent more time with the people they love doing things that made them happy. That is so beautifully said, Sarah. That really made me think. Liza, we are almost at the end of our conversation today. I just want to ask you one last question. If you could give one simple piece of advice to someone who is struggling with this question, what would you say? I would say, stop chasing a number in your bank account and start chasing a feeling. Ask yourself every morning, does this life make me feel alive? If the answer is no, then something needs to change. Money will come and go, but your time and your happiness are things you can never get back. I absolutely love that. And my advice would be, do not wait until you have enough money to start being happy. Find small things that bring you joy right now today. A walk outside, a good meal, a conversation with someone you love. Happiness does not always need money, as sometimes it just needs attention. That is so true, Sarah. We spend so much time waiting for the promotion, waiting for the bigger house, waiting for the perfect moment. And life just passes us by while we are waiting. Exactly. Life is happening right now, not later. So enjoy it, appreciate it, and do not let money be the only thing you are living for. This has been such a meaningful conversation, Sarah. I genuinely feel inspired after talking with you today. Me too, Liza. Thank you so much for being here and for sharing so openly. I think our viewers are going to take a lot away from this conversation today. I hope so. And everyone watching, thank you for spending your time with us. Please give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Drop a comment and tell us, What makes you truly happy in life? We would love to know. See you in the next episode, everyone.